All right, mic check. Now this is gonna be a response video to Edward Anderson because he came on this stream I was on. Shouts out to brother Kevin and Black Men to Brutally Honest, and shouts out to Roger. But I'm finna hear what he got to say, and I'm gonna go ahead and knock this stuff out the park. And I'm gonna tell you something. There's a difference between a lion that's raised in the zoo and a lion that's been raised in the jungle. Period. I'm the lion that's been raised in the jungle. Y'all dudes in the zoo. But come on with it.
So these are the three guys that are kind of in the situation. Honestly, I really should do 3 different videos for each of them, so it's going to sound like I'm jumping around. But this is, oh yeah, by the way, with Brother Ray, I asked Brother Ray, like, what do you mean when you say what we're not doing? Now, I asked him an open-ended question. This is the funny thing. I asked Brother Ray an open-ended question. So he could have went anywhere with it. I asked him, so you talk about what we ain't serious about or what we don't do. What exactly does that shit mean?
I'm glad you asked. We're not serious. What does that mean? And now I'm finna school you on what does that mean. You're not willing to do what it takes or go through what it takes in order for black women and black men to unify. You're not willing to go through it. Because they killed King for it. They killed Malcolm for it. They dismantled the Black Panthers for it. Any organization or person who has tried for the benefit of black people, and especially black men, either their character has been assassinated or they have been assassinated. Or they've been made, and they trumped up some charges, and now the whole movement was made a mockery of on them. So that's what I'm talking about. And I'm saying, in order for this to happen, in order for the plight of black people to change, this thing, because the powers that be gonna come for you. Period. The powers that be gonna come for you. They came for Malcolm. They came for Bill. They came for Martin. But now they ain't got to worry about that. See, since 1970, black people have been glorifying dysfunction. See? And we still suffer from self-hate. So, even though you're earnest about what you're doing, you may be sincere about what you're doing, but when it comes to the power that be and what's going to come down the pike on you, look what they did to Brother Grandmaster Jay. He organized 20,000 men and women. Look what they did. So when you talk about unifying black people and black people coming together, take these lessons. I'm not finna do all the theories and this person here said this and this person here said this and these numbers say this. I know this already. 80% of black men in prison raised by single. I know that already. Why is that? I had the benefit of getting locked up, so I don't need that information. What does that mean though? That black men don't have agency? Black men don't know right from wrong? Black men, they didn't understand that as a criminal, it's your job to get away and it's the police job to catch you? They didn't know that. So I say this. When you talk about black unity, you got to be serious. But see, the problem is, and you know, the problem is this, from what I gathered. Everybody jumped down the black woman's throat. And my point is this. What I do, I try to nip it in the bud before we even get to the black woman. That's why I start with the black man. Mr. Farrakhan said, in order to build a nation, you got to first make man. So why are we skipping past the man? Because from what I understand, black women don't become single mothers by themselves. Somebody got to get them pregnant. And so as a man, you can't vet a woman, or you don't want to vet a woman because you're horny. That's your fault. See? That's your fault. Now, as far as getting to the space, I like the conversation like this here. And the thing is you need to stress test what we say. How about you stress test what you do? Because it's a whole lot of talking. Folks been talking. You've been talking for 7 years. You admitted that. So what's the plan? Oh, the plan is to continue talking. To be entertained. Period. Then I heard some foolishness like, well, if you should go kill the police, man. You tell us where the body's buried. Why would I be on this platform talking like that? Talking about where a body buried. Who does that? Besides a fool. Who does that? See, the problem is, what I do is bring it to the door. Forget talking behind the avatar. That's easy to do. Lives and super chats, that's easy to do. What you gonna do when you hit that door? What you gonna do when you gotta go outside the house? You gonna cupcake. Y'all don't want no unity. Y'all don't want no black unity, man. So don't even stop fooling yourselves. Y'all don't want that. And matter of fact, to keep it all the way real, most black folks don't even want to be free of white. Everybody complain about white supremacy, but black folks don't want to be free of white supremacy. They love it. Why? Because if black folks go on their own, and you have a generation of glorifying dysfunction, what you gonna have? Way more dysfunction. I heard, well, white supremacy. What about it? What about it? You ain't gonna do nothing to change it. The gynocracy. I heard individuals want to talk about the gynocracy, and gynocracy means the government by women. But they keep it 100. If women don't spend no money, the world is shut down. So these are facts. I done talked to store owners, and they tell men coming here, they buy 1 beer and 2 loose cigarettes. And the man can't stand business at, 10 dudes buying a beer and 2 loose cigarettes. Black women come in and buy groceries. So who business is gonna cupcake to? The money, which is women, and which is black women that are increasing their buying power. So that's why I said you got to be that serious. I'm not saying you're not serious. I think you're sincere. But now if you're serious, You would take this information. Forget all that gum bump and all this yam talking and all this here. You could have. I don't know if you could have. You know what I mean? Had a conversation. But no, you couldn't have had a conversation with me. I'd probably sleep. But see, that's what I'm talking about. 7 years of conversations about black folk unifying. And I'm already on the record saying it ain't gonna happen. So there really ain't nothing else to talk about. Now I'm not finna get on the bandwagon yet or point out all this black women behavior and when black men doing the BS too. See, black men, discipline take you a long way. That's my message. Start thinking. Start thinking. Everybody want to talk high value male, but I'm not finna get on that right now. But I gotta get on this brother who have all this information on what they're not doing. Y'all just talking. What the action at? I done went talk to a state legislator about putting on the floor if women commit paternal fraud that they pay the money back. It failed. I'm not on this. I don't do the internet thing. I don't beg for the subscribers. But Edward Anderson, Mr. Edward Anderson, you don't want to be free. You don't want black men and black women to get together. You know it. You just want the women that you like to mess with individuals like yourself. You ain't studying the black community, brother. And the way I take that back, you may be studying the bourgeoisie. You might be the bougie crowd. You know what I mean? Y'all go that way. Leave us, who care about individuals who need help. Let us help them. Let us help them. They don't need your speeches no more. These folk need help. If you ain't trying to say nothing, do nothing to help them, bro, man, talk, have entertaining conversations with the so-called high value male. Y'all do that at a cocktail party. Cause y'all ain't willing to do the work. I speak at a juvenile hall once a week. I ain't saying I'm mentoring young boys, cause that'd be a lie. Speak to them. You need discipline, brother. That's what I'm telling them. You need discipline. How you getting in here? Well, man, they said no. Nope. You were stupid. You didn't think. And your emotions override your need to exercise discipline. That's why you're here. And see, the thing is, black man, and this has been a point. The moment you do something stupid and give up your power, don't complain about what happens after that. There's a lot of facts and figures that I could debunk, right? I'm gonna debunk these right quick. One is the welfare and the Section 8, you know what I mean? And the Baines Johnson, you know what I mean? They get Section 8 if the man's not in the house and all that. The crime bill in 94. The first one, the Lyndon Baines Johnson in Section 8 and moved the man out the house. That wasn't the biggest. That first and foremost, for Section 8 and all that, those was for women who were pregnant at a very young age. That's what that was intended for. Somebody who got pregnant at 13 by a boy that's 15. And ain't now one got a pot to piss in or one to throw it out of. They got black men out the house. Like black men want going to college. Like black men want going to the military. Like black men want moving out of the house and just exploring the option as being the man. All that stuff just all of a sudden stopped happening for Section 8. Come on with it, man. Y'all ain't that stupid. The white man ain't got your mind like that, do it? Huh? The man ain't got your mind like that, do it? And then 94 crime bill. That took most. That was the reason why most black men left the house. Well, they didn't tell you the rest of the story. Whose house? It was a mama's house. See, I forgot to add on the Section 8 thing. If you're married, you got kids, the government can't take you out your house. You married? What 30-year-old couple on Section 8 that a man, the government gonna come along and say, hey, you know what I mean, you want our help? You gotta let the man leave the house. In the projects, there were plenty of women with men in the house. They may or may not have been supposed to, but there were plenty of women who did that. Because women are governed by emotions. And their need for companionship overrides that logic because they don't have any logic. Only thing they have is emotions. And the thing is, when the inspector come by, the man just leave the house for the day while the inspector come by. Because they give you a notice. But you mean to tell me that a 30-year-old man gonna leave his house because 35-year-old woman gonna leave his house because the government giving out Section 8 vouchers? Stop it. Not a 98 crime bill. 94 crime bill. That was the biggest, and what I say is tens of thousands. Let's say it's 100,000. And and y'all route the narrative that there's more men in jail. There's more men going to jail than in Reds College. And guess what? That's true. But there's a caveat. With college-age men, there are more men going to college than jail. How many 30-year-old men going to college? You don't know many. How many 30-year-old men going to jail? You know quite a few. But you got that colonizing on your brain and in your heart. See, most of y'all are graham crackers. See, most of y'all Oreo. Black on the outside, white in the middle. In order for us to really unify, we got to get rid of that colonizing in us. Don't look at his version of wealth. Have your own version of wealth as a black man. But for you guys, it's still white. The colonizer ice is colder, sir. We sick, boss. Oh, we sick, boss. You're talking about theories, hypotheses, experiments, you know, um, inductive reasoning, deductive reasoning, Socratic method. All that stuff means nothing. Now everybody want to talk about feminism and how and whatnot. Hold on. And I just, just to let black men know something. I don't know if you know this. I really didn't. But black men ain't had no power in this country since in 410 years. Before melanated people became prisoners of war and slaves, we had no power since 1619. And all of a sudden, we expect the same respect as a colonizer, as a person that's doing the colonizing, as if we are colonizers. No, sir. We, for 400 years, we have been servants in this country. That's fact. That's fact. And now their power, which is white supremacy, is backed by the military. And guess what, black folks? We ain't got one. I know that. So when you start talking this black unit stuff and black man raising up the power, black men were never intended to have power in this country. Ever. And won't ever have any. So again, you're just talking. All it is talking unless you really and willing and able to really do what it takes for the liberation of your people. And I can tell you right quick, you're not. You said black men you don't do your homework, so shut the fuck up. Speaking on what we do, you don't do nothing but talk. Have conversations. Speak on panels. That's talking. You're not willing to do the real work. Why? Because you and a black woman want the same thing in the white man's money. Y'all want that. And so you just upset that she's sucking a dick for it, and you mad because you got to lick his ass for it. But you want the money. See, black women have seen black men get beat over the head by the colonizer until the colonizer feel guilty about it and stop. That's the historical perspective that the black woman has of the black man. And when it rose up in the 50s and especially in the 60s, you see, it rose up in the 60s. All of a sudden now, black men are fighting back, and these black women are saying these black men fighting back, and these black men are standing on something. Can't be bought off of it. See, Elle was talking about an idea. Stand on an idea. Talk about an idea. You had man standing on an action. You had some of my cousins who chose the sea over bondage. Plenty of them chose the ocean over bondage. But you rather stay in bondage. Why is that? Because you helped build the prison that you in, man. You are the prisoner and the warden of your own prison. You are the prisoner and the warden of your own prison that you built. So that's why I say you ain't doing nothing but talking. Cause what it takes, you ain't even willing to pay the price. You complain about the gardocracy, ain't nothing you can do about the gardocracy. Nothing you can do except talk about it. Complain about it. That don't mean nothing. The gardocracy is still gonna grow, whether you talk about it or not. Black men always want to come to the table on something. I always want to have a dialogue about something. I always want to have a meeting about something. Hey, tell me what you gonna do besides talk. Yeah, no talking. Where the plan at? Let's get it cracking. Can't get it cracking. Talk about, well, we need to have media. Well, YouTube is owned by Google. Instagram is owned by Facebook. So black folks don't own that at all. Hey man, how about starting your own website and talk about whatever you want on your website? You don't get the traffic like you do with white-owned media. You don't get that. You don't get the monetary value like white-owned media. And there's nothing wrong with getting money on white people. I love white people. No problem with white people at all. Love them to death. Because let's face it, we are where we are because of white people, whether it's good or bad. If you sell insurance, guess what? You're not selling black-owned insurance. You're selling white-owned insurance. And they pay you pretty well. You do internet marketing. You're doing internet marketing, partnering with somebody white. It's not black-owned. If you're buying Polo, Versace, Gucci, Louis, you ain't buying Big Baller brand, that's black-owned. You don't buy that. Because white folks' ice is colder. They put it on the colonizer, and now you got to run and go get it. You patronize IHOP. You patronize out. You don't go out and seek out melanated-owned business. Well, you do what you want to with your money. That's your money. You earn that money. But make no mistake about it. We ain't gonna get no land of our own. We don't want no land of our own. We want to stay in this. Black people want to stay in the spot that we in, so we can have somebody to blame our conditions on instead of getting out of it on our own. $1.9 trillion of spending power, but it only stays in the black community 6 minutes. The 9th largest economy in the world. You gonna sit here and tell me what we ain't doing? Well, y'all talking. That's all. Y'all ain't make no plans, and you understand me? Y'all ain't nothing like that. Well, really, I can't tell you what you're doing because I'm not with you. But talking on the panel ain't gonna cut it. See, we are already been think tanks among scholars. And they debunk, the single mother thing. Well, yeah, that's true. But my thing is, who creating these single mothers? They're not creating it by themselves. You see. Child support ain't nothing new, but we act as if it's something that came out the goddamn blue. It's been here. So, with that being said, I mean, for as homework goes, I talk to the individuals at the water hose. I done been to cause I talked to those individuals. I didn't have to get a book. I went on what my eyeballs told me. Cause I lived that life. And my eyeballs on. So if I say I seen this, I seen, well, those men, they came from single mothers and they in jail. So there's a direct correlation between single mothers in jail. Well, that might be true. That might be true. But why are they single mothers? I mean, it is what it is. How they become single mothers. Each individual case is different. I can do more, but this thing here is gone 30 minutes, and I don't want to get her brother too much of this time. But I done did the homework about talking about black people coming together and being unified. I done did the homework. And matter of fact, I ain't do the homework. I just did the work. Tried doing the work. But guess what? Once you realize that black folks don't be unified, hey man, I throw my hands up on it. I'm not working on black unity. Kevin Samuels talk about, getting pro-marriage, but you know what I mean? He hanging his hat on a lawyer and a Dominican woman, but I heard the testimony today. He got a Dominican woman from the Dominican Republic. She came to the United States. So she's still Dominican. She's not ADOS. Two completely different mindsets. So congratulations to the brother for finding him a fiance. Nothing but blessing to him. But y'all get caught up in the couple. And another thing. Well, y'all be jock riding dude who got the most money. Y'all choose up like a woman. Ooh, he met y'all pocket watching another man. He's out. First thing y'all say, he's a millionaire. He's a millionaire. He makes this. He's a millionaire. Just like a what? That sounds like something a woman would do. And also, by the way, and I heard him say this. The reason why we can't get nowhere and nobody respect us because we don't stand on nothing. Well, the reason why we can't get nowhere, just correct you on it also. The reason why we can't get nowhere and black women don't respect us because we don't stand on nothing. That's correct. We don't stand on no action. That's correct. We won't stand on nothing that will cost us our lives. That's why they don't respect us. And they know that we can be bought because we idolize money. Like they do. So you acting just like your woman. So why in the world would a woman want to respect another woman when she's looking for a man to lead? And what's lead? Lead is an action, is taking an action in a specific direction. Hopefully it's positive. In order to lead, you got to have a follower, or you're just going on a journey by yourself. But you're going either way. And leadership, right, is in the state of moving towards a desired goal or destination. And you're responsible for that. I forgot the responsibility part in the first definition. A person, lead is an action that goes in a specific direction that's taking responsibility for. I got to clean up the definition, but it's something I got to clean it up. But it is going in the direction and taking responsibility for that, for the action and going that direction. So it can somebody can lead you down the right path or the wrong path. But at the end of the day, let me be very, very clear, Brother Anderson. Black men and black women are going to continue to wallow in dysfunction and will continue to be separated. We don't want agency for our actions, black men or black women. We do not. And truth be told, we won't ever do it. Like the minister said, he been talking about, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was talking about that. Back in the day, we have states outlet to the sea, have a land of your own. But even the minister now, even Minister Farrakhan said now, how gonna have all that land, do all that stuff with the colonizer still inside of us? And we glorifying dysfunction. And we don't have the backing of a military. But all this stuff never gonna happen. There's a lot of land. So with that being said, Brother Anderson, you know what I'm talking about? I mean, you have a lot of information. Before the black struggle though, man, your arm's too short. Your arm's too short. You understand me? I've been doing South 15. I've been interested in South 15. I ain't had to find so the Winowski brothers, they had to invent a term for me to want the best for my people, and especially black men. Been doing South 15. And individuals who been in this struggle, who watched Martin get killed, who watched Malcolm get killed, who was alive when those things happened. My grandmother was at the hospital when King arrived with a gunshot wound and was later suffocated. She was there. And I hear them individuals talk back in the day. And the same thing being and the same conversation has been going on for 50 years. Well, guess what? Matter of fact, it's been going on longer than that. Ain't nothing happened. And ain't nothing gonna happen. So keep talking. I mean, it's an interesting conversation, but I just know as far as you being about that action, you ain't about that action, bro. Talk to y'all later.